Way. Cool background. What's up, guys? Today's day 30 of my feast, and today I'm breaking my juice fast. I wasn't sure if I was going to break it today or if I was going to keep going. I mean, here's the thing. I could keep going, yes. But I'm trying to listen to my body. I know my bladder and my urinary tract is very weak. I just had a lymphatic iridology reading from a friend in the Dr. Morse group, and it wasn't good, guys. But I know I have these issues. My whole intestines and GI tract is messed up. It's degenerative in some parts. My intestines, my bowels prolapsed apparently. I have parathyroid. Definitely have parathyroid weaknesses. I knew that from connective tissue weaknesses. My kidneys, my pituitary, my adrenals. So I know I have a lot of work to do, and I'm not worried about it. Honestly, it's fine. It's it's all part of the process. Most people are this bad or worse. Honestly, just this is what you get after a lifetime of mostly high protein processed foods. So this is why I'm focusing on now. I'm going to transition off probably for about a week. I'm probably going to do start with a few days of mono meals of watermelon, which I had today. I had a bowl of watermelon, and then I'm continuing drinking juices, probably like 4 juices. I'm trying to cut it back. One reason I'm trying to cut back is because I think I'm overloading my kidneys. Honestly, my kidneys have been kind of aching, and my bladder is just done. I was going piss like 2 or 3 times a night, depending. Even if I drank a juice at like 6. And last night I pissed like 15 times. Man, it was bad. It's just like I think I'm overburdening my kidneys and my bladder, and my kidneys aren't filtering very well yet. They're barely filtering, but not even all the time. So I think I'm really going to focus on kidney filtration and staying consistently on the diet, high fruit diet, mostly fruit. Do something like probably all fruit some days, and then some days mostly fruit, and then maybe for dinner have a cucumber salad or zoodles or maybe a regular salad. Just kind of rotate, but try to do obviously as much fruit as I can. Stay raw. And just this detoxification is a long process. It takes it took us a lifetime to build up these deficiencies and weaknesses. So it's going to take probably a lot of us. It's going to take us years to start backing out of this. So that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm just going to try to take it easy and listen to my body more. Well, this is something that's very interesting. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. I've been smoking a little bit. You may or may not be able to tell, but I haven't smoked in a while. I'm glad I got off of weed. It was it was definitely like an addiction. But it wasn't helping me anymore from where I was. It actually gave me more anxiety, and I just felt like it wasn't helping me, so I stopped using it. But I have been using it the last few days just for my back, for the pain in my back. Would rather not use it along with pain medication. I tried not to use pain medication for my herniated disc, but I did a few times just because it hurt. It hurt a lot, and so now my back is still a little tight. It's not better. It's definitely on the upswing. But I do have a kind of a sore spot on the left side of my back near my kidney, so I think it may be my kidney. My guess is my kidneys are overloaded from all the juice. So yeah, I don't want to talk today. I'll kind of give you an update, and a lot of people have different results on their juice fast. My 30 day juice fast was it was very turbulent. I wouldn't know. Some people say it's life changing. I don't know if I could say that honestly for myself, just because I had so many ups and downs. I felt good overall. Like I still feel good right now. I feel, overall, like my overall feeling is pretty good. I would probably say it's probably the best it's been, sure. But because my back, I just think I didn't listen to my body. The timing wasn't right for me. I actually did a muscle sway test where you stand still and you ask yourself, you can hold an object and ask something like yes or should I take this supplement or whatever, yes or no. You can do the same thing with, I said, it's funny, I said, should I do it, before I did a juice fast, should I do a long juice fast? And my body leaned back, which is no. I'm like, no, I'm going to do it anyway. So I didn't listen to my body. That's a lesson right there. And I said, should I just continue eating raw fruits and vegetables with maybe adding in a juice every day or a juice day every week? And my body said yes. And I ignored that because I just really wanted to do a juice fast. And I think my body was trying to tell me that I shouldn't be, maybe, when I hurt my back. I don't know. Because I know herniated disc is due to, weakness in your kidneys and your connective tissue, parathyroid, pituitary, etc. Too much acid. I probably have a lot of acid loosened up in my body right now because of all the juice, and my kidneys aren't filtering, so it's just kind of going, blah. I don't know. Last night I was trying to sleep, man. I was pissing like, the first hour I laid down, I probably pissed like 8 times. Not in bed. Come on, not in bed. I'm not going to piss in bed. So it was a pain in the butt to get up and go to the bathroom and throughout the night 4 or 5 more times at least. I don't know, probably more than that. I don't know, my bladder's just done, dude. It's done. But I'm not worried about it, guys. We know how to fix stuff here, you know what I mean? We've been studying detoxification and natural health, natural hygiene for years. So, I mean, it's just all about getting those acids out of your body, getting the kidneys to filter is number one. Really going to focus on that. I've been taking kidney herbs for a couple months now, and I haven't really seen anything loosen up. I really got to focus down on doing some grapes. I'm going to try to do some grapes, some stints of grapes, see what I can do. I mean, after doing a juice fast is once you kind of get it down and you're being consistent, you're like, I don't see any reason why I couldn't do any other fast. You know what I mean? A juice is pretty hard if you think about it. You're only drinking juice. You're not eating anything. So you're cutting out all food. So if you can get that down, you know what I mean? It's going to make everything else a lot easier. Eating raw, it's going to make that a lot easier for me, I think. I mean, that's just a process. It's taken me 3 years to get to the point where I can get this far. So you can't be mad at the journey or where you are. You know what I mean? You're at where you're at. You're at exactly where you're supposed to be. And it's a journey. Just relax and surrender. That's what I'm trying to do. Every time I get an injury, I always ask, what does it mean? What does it mean? I hurt my back. I hurt my back on a juice fast my body told me not to do. Right? Okay, and I still kept going. And I'm still going. So I finally decided, you know what? After peeing 15 times last night, I'm going to get off. I'm definitely going to do another one. I'm definitely not opposed to another one. However, I would like to get my kidneys filtering first. That's going to be one of my goals. Better, definitely a lot better. So I'm going to be going on the grapes. First, I'm going to try to, ease out of this probably for about a week. And then I'm going to go into just high fruit raw. And I'll probably do that before I jump into probably, all grapes. I might just try to stick with the raw for a little bit. It could be, a few weeks, could be a few months. We'll see. But I'm going to add in some other days. I'm going to try to add in some lemonade fast days. Maybe at least one day a week, do a fast, some sort of fast, a 24-hour dry fast. I'm probably going to do very soon because that's a great way to get the kidneys open, and the grapes too. I might even do some days of grapes. You know what I mean? Just do a couple days of grapes right here, a couple days of grapes right here. Then maybe I'll be like, all right, now I'm going to do 10, 20, hey, 40 days, whatever, 30 days. Why not? You know what I mean? If you do 30 days of grapes, you're really going to clean yourself out. Your kidneys will probably be doing a lot better than they are now. So yeah, that's my plan. That's the plan. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying to feel better. That's the part of this journey. Keep learning as much as I can. You know what I mean? Getting those iridology results are cool because I honestly had no idea. And it's interesting how the state of our internal all organs and glands can be, and us not even realize it and almost feel normal, or what we think is normal, right? I mean, I've always had indigestion and some issues. Even when I've been eating raw, I was eating pretty much almost 100% raw for the last few months, and before that, high majority raw. And my stomach, even when I was eating raw, my stomach would still go crazy and have like digestion issues, even salads. So I know I got some weaknesses down there. I got some stuff backed up. I have a malabsorption ring around my iris, which shows I got some stuff caked on there. I still got to get out. I'm taking a break from the bentonite clay is just so hard for me to drink. I don't know. It just lumps up and gets nasty in the psyllium husk, which I've been doing on the juice fast. I don't know. I might ease off of that. I'm taking a break from the herbs because I've been taking kidney and endocrine herbs for about 2 months. So I'm gonna kind of take a break, maybe a week, just like a week, and just take off, and then kind of give my kidney, get everything a rest from the herbs. Probably don't need it, but I don't know. It just feels right, just to kind of ease off, get back into the food, the natural food, the rest, listening to my body. Try not to do too much. Try not to exercise. Again, I mean, here's the thing: if your kidneys aren't filtering and you're exercising, you're just almost making it worse because you're just adding more acid. You're creating more acids in your body, and if they have nowhere to go, especially your skin. I have a real dark skin ring around the outer edge of my eye. I have a really dark ring. I don't know if you can see it. See the really dark ring around my eyes? That's a skin ring. That means my skin is not filtering at all, and I know that because I feel like I don't sweat even when it's hot. Like I don't sweat. That's not good. You want to sweat. I really want to get into a sauna, so I got to figure that out. You can buy one for your house from Amazon. It's like $200, but I don't know. Not that I don't know. I just it's investment for sure, but probably a good one because you want to sweat, and I got to start moving more. I know, just light movement. I'm gonna start focusing on walking. You know, I was so ingrained, entrenched in the working out for so many years, for my whole life, basically, for most of my life, 20 years basically since I was a teenager. Start working out, and I've just been really into it. I mean, that's part of the reasons my intestines are such a mess from all the protein. High protein destroys your kidneys and your intestines, man. It's calcium leaching, and it just destroys your kidneys, and it's acidic. So that's part of that reason. So now it's so weird that I'm on the opposite end. I don't even care I'm not working out. I really don't. I've completely disconnected from that identity of being, having muscles. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have a bicep. Like, look how big my biceps are. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't care how I look. But not that I know fitness is obviously extremely important. I'm not saying that at all. You should work out, but you gotta listen to your body at the same time. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to take it easier. You know what I mean? Especially when you're going through detox and you're full of acid. Maybe we'll concentrate on the lighter exercises like walking, maybe swimming, like bike rides, yoga, that type of thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to focus on. Really try to get back into my yoga routine. Not that I was out of it. See, what happens is I'll do my routine sometimes for a long time straight. I'll do it every day, and I'll feel good or whatever. And sometimes I still hurt myself. So, but then if I miss a day, if this is the thing, you miss a day, you miss a week, you miss 2 weeks. It always happens to me. That's why you can't miss a day. It's so hard. It's hard sometimes because you're tired. Sorry, hired. I'm hired. I don't know. And when you're detoxing, I feel like I'm still tired. Even on this juice fast, I didn't. Some people are like, oh, I only have to sleep 4 hours a day. Not me. I still feel tired all the time. I'm tired, but not. Like I have energy. I still don't, I don't drink caffeine or anything. But I don't know. So the experience was very kind of in the middle for me. I had no expectations. I tried to keep it a blank slate. I'd say, I don't know what to expect. We'll see how I feel. That's basically it. We'll see what happens. So I just hammer in the juice. Felt pretty good overall. Like again, the feeling in my body is pretty good. It's nice. And I feel myself getting cleaned out. I'm still pooping. And I know I have a lot more to get cleaned out because I have that malabsorption ring. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's like a brown ring around my iris a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I know I have the parathyroid. I don't know. I'll get some more herbs eventually. Got this zeolite. When I was sleeping last night, I kept waking up and being like, I don't know if it's the zeolite or what, because the zeolite pulls out like metals and stuff out of your body and all these toxins. So I probably got a lot going on inside right now, all these toxins and metals swimming around, trying to get them out. So I don't know. I was like waking up like, I'm like, I don't know if it was heart palpitations. I know that zeolite can do that to you. I don't know, but that can be part of the detox too. Sometimes. Another thing is, it's like, is it a situation where I'm going to push through it, or do I need to listen to my body and slow down? It can be hard to decipher between the two. Because if it's like a cold or flu-like symptom, that's what you want, because you want to get the mucus and stuff out. You want to get rid of that. But if it's like, I herniated my disc in my back, probably because I have a lot of acids back there, and my kidney is feeling a little pressured. then yeah, I might need to slow down a little bit. So, I mean, again, you could push through, sure. You could just keep going all you want, but you don't want to make yourself too miserable, if you don't have to. So the key is the raw foods. That's the key. I'm gonna stick to the raw foods. Gonna do my best. I'm gonna keep making videos. I was out of making videos for a while. I didn't make a video for almost a year. Got off TikTok. Made a few TikToks. People seem to like the detox videos. There's a lot of great detox specialists out there, guys, on Instagram and YouTube. And so if you guys want to learn more, definitely start watching Dr. Morse, number one. He's been integral in my detox journey. He's been the master teacher. You know what I mean? Definitely going to take his school eventually. Get certified. That's my plan. That's all part of the plan. I'm just kind of surrendering right now. That's what I've been focusing on, guys. That's what's helped me so much. Eat these raw foods and do this juice fast. You got to surrender. Let God take control. The Creator is in control. Just be like, you know what? I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to focus on staying present, being there for my family, taking care of myself. Because remember, taking care of yourself is not selfish. Well, it is, but it isn't, because it's like the better we feel and the healthier we are, that overflows into others. So that's why it's so important for me to kind of do this thing. But definitely going to get certified in detoxification, iridology, all that. Iridology is really cool, guys. You can kind of tell what's going on inside you. Just looking at your iris, you can take a real close picture with a flashlight at a 45-degree, light it up, and then you can kind of look at the strands. They call them lacunas. And you got the malabsorption ring around the brown ring around your iris, which shows you how backed up you are in your GI tract. You have a skin ring around the outside of your eye, like I have. Almost everybody has one of those, honestly. You can have nerve rings, you know what I mean? You can show what parts of your body have weaknesses. It's really cool. And again, we have to get emotionally strong. Okay, my lip's looking a little chapped there. That's all right. Because it's like everybody's gonna have to deal with this at some point. If you want to take your health seriously, you gotta step back from the medical doctors and just you gotta step back. You gotta wipe your mind clean and start with a new slate and go back to nature. Everything. I always ask myself, one of the biggest things I always ask myself when it comes to health is, if I was in the jungle, right? If I was in the jungle, would I be washing my hands all day? They don't got no sinks in the jungle. If I was in the jungle, what would I be eating with no tools? Fruit. What are our hands made for? Picking and peeling. These digits are made for picking and peeling. We don't have claws. We're our giant claws. We don't have huge fangs for tearing flesh and murdering animals. None of that, right? So, I mean, we wouldn't use hand sanitizer or gloves or masks in the jungle. We wouldn't be using any of that. You wouldn't be getting foreign chemicals injected into you in the jungle. You'd be healthy. You'd be perfectly healthy. So once we clean ourselves out, that's what I'm working toward. I'm going to just keep cleaning, keep detoxing. It's going to be years. The journey is going to take a long time. It's not fast. It took me a long time to get to this point. It's going to take me probably many years to get out. But I mean, it's going to keep improving, because you keep going, you keep improving. But yeah, back to the jungle. Another thing is, when you eat all raw, it's awesome. That's what I found out. A lot of people have mentioned is you don't need to drink that much, hardly at all, because you're getting the most hydrating foods, fruits and vegetables, which is great. I love it. You barely have to drink any, and I'm still pissing perfectly fine, and as much as I need to. And how do you tell if you're hydrated if you're not familiar with it? How to tell if you're hydrated is not how much you're drinking, it's how much you're urinating, the volume, how often, the volume, and the color, right? So if you're urinating 8 to 10 times a day, right? I think it is. Dr. Doug Graham talks about this. It's really good. Like he said, he only had one glass of water. He did the 80-10-10 diet. He only had one glass of water. And like in 6 months, the first 6 months of this year or something, or last year, or whatever it was, it's because you're super hydrated when you eat fruits and vegetables, because they're all water. That's the problem with cooked foods, guys. They're dehydrated. You're dehydrating the foods, and you're denaturing the foods, right? You're changing the chemistry and the composition, and even if it's alkaline, you're making it less alkaline or more acidic. But again, if you're starting and you're trying to eat raw foods, have some cooked vegetables. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's a progress, guys. You can't be too hard on yourself for not being able to go raw overnight. Because some people say, "Why I went raw overnight?" It's like, well, for almost everybody else, that's not really feasible for where they're at. You got to take it slow, and sometimes you just got to surrender to the cravings. I had to do that. I did that multiple times. Like the cravings got bad, and I was like, obviously you don't want to eat the junk food or whatever, but sometimes you're like, you know what? This is what I did a few times. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat whatever junk I want, because when you resist it, you're almost making it worse sometimes. And then you do that, you know what I mean? And you get back on. You be nice to yourself. Can be compassionate to yourself. Get back on. Here comes the furnace, whatever it is. And then you just get better slowly and slowly. People say that it's hard to take that seriously. You know what I mean? That progress comes, it'll come. You just stick with it. When you're in the middle of it and you're eating a bunch of junk because you're craving, you're like, progress is never going to come. But then you get there. You just got to keep going with it. Keep rolling. It's a process. Don't be mad at it. Don't be mad at yourself for eating junk. You spent your whole life eating garbage, most of us. So it's like, so if you're eating mostly better now, or you're making a good effort to eat more fruits and vegetables and eat a little bit of junk, who cares? Just keep getting right back on it. You know what I mean? Have cooked vegetables if you have to. Stir fry the vegetables. Who cares? If that's what you're eating over something else, you know what I mean? Some meat and dairy and some processed foods, and that's A-okay, honestly. Have your salads, you know what I mean? I have no problem with that. I'm having some salads. I'm still not sure where I'm at in terms of where my diet's going to end up. I know it's going to end up pretty much raw, right? But cooked foods, even cooked veggies, I'm not totally against once in a while. You know what I mean? Who cares? And if everything's just a label, don't worry. I was thinking about this today. Don't worry about being a label. You know what I mean? Don't worry about saying, I want to be a fruitarian so I can say I'm a fruitarian. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's still a label. It doesn't matter. You got to find balance. That's what's key. So if you just got to find balance from where you are. And that balance is going to change, right? You find your balance here, but you keep improving, your balance is going to tip, and then you got to refine your balance. And refine your balance, right? You're eating more and more raw, and you got to refine your balance, less cooked food. And and the thing is too, when you clean yourself out, the more and more you clean yourself, the more sensitive you're going to become. So you're probably not going to want cooked foods. I'm probably going to be able to tell right away, because I know a lot of people mention that. I can already tell with a lot of things, guys. If I eat high protein stuff after a while, oh man, it hurts. Kidneys hurt, stomach hurts. I have stomach aches eating anything that's like, burritos, man. It's tough, man. That's another thing. If people ask you about it, I'd be like, listen, I can't eat it. It destroys me. It literally destroys my stomach. Oh, why aren't you eating a burrito? It's like, I don't want to be in pain. My stomach, it's going to make me bloat. It's going to make me gassy. It's like, no thanks. You know what I mean? So yeah, fruits and vegetables are king. Keep focused on that. Definitely gonna do another one. Fast. I'm gonna do lots of fast, man. I'm gonna hit it hard. I'm gonna be doing some grapes. I'm all about it. Who cares, guys? Who cares if you gotta eat grapes for 10, 20, 30, 40 days? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Who cares what everybody else is eating? Just be like, I don't care. I'm gonna eat grapes. I'm gonna clean myself out. I'm gonna feel good. Get those kidneys going. You know what I mean? Who cares? I'll probably hit up some watermelon hard. I was hitting watermelon juice pretty hard last summer. When I did my 8-day fast, that was as long as I made that one. And I did a couple of shorter ones. But I might try to do a longer watermelon juice fast, because it's cheap and it's easy. One thing is, I feel like I spend a lot of time prepping juice. I'm kind of getting tired already doing cleaning the apples. The apples are kind of a pain, because I got to wash each one individually, make sure I get all the white crap off of it, the wax and the sides. And then, you know what I mean, you do the prep, and then you spend all the time cutting the apples and juicing. It takes a while. I mean, again, if I kept going, you kind of surrender and accept it as part of the process, which is fine. But at the same time, it does feel like it's kind of becoming cumbersome. With watermelon, it's super easy. You just cut off the ends, cut off the rinds, chop it up into pieces, put it in a big bowl, juice it up. You know what I'm saying? Real fast. Real cheap too, especially in the summer. I get real cheap. Got down to $3 or $4 for like a watermelon like this. Like you could get almost 10-pound watermelons or something like that. So I'm definitely gonna do that. And if oranges ever drop down again, oranges didn't really get too cheap up where I am. I mean, the cheapest they got is still kind of not cost efficient for me to do like a 32-ounce orange juice. I could do small glass, But I don't know. We'll see. And if grapes get cheaper, I'd love to do some grape juice, even if it's a short grape juice fast. I thought about doing the bottled grape juice. That's like the master fast, which I probably will check out eventually. You have to join to get the full details. But it's like a bottle of grape juice. Basically, you're drinking bottled grape juice and lemon. And then you do some other stuff. You do dry fast and stuff like that. And I think bentonite clay and charcoal and psyllium husk. So I'll probably do that. You know what I mean? Just keep going. Keep cleaning yourselves. You want to feel good, right? We want to feel as best we can for ourselves and for others, because we know if the more we work on ourselves, the better. I'm going to keep going with the yoga. Keep going on that, get it done. I got to get a morning routine. It's hard to get a morning routine. I'll say this in case anybody else can relate. I mean, we all know how beneficial morning routines can be, but when you're detoxing, it can be hard to get your ass up. I just feel like I need to sleep all the time, even though I've been eating pretty good the last few months. You know what I mean? Your body's going to take a while to heal. I still need to feel like I feel like I can't get out of bed. I mean, that also has to do with sleep quality. A lot of things can affect that. If you're pissing 15 times a night. But even when I slept decent, I still feel tired. Because, your body's trying to tell you to just relax, take it easy, that's fine. You're on the right diet, you're following the right protocols and stuff like that. You just gotta rest sometimes. So I definitely, hopefully when I can get my sleep kind of more, stabilized, get a morning routine and get up at 6 or 5, because I'm watching my son right now full time. So I don't really have to be up until 7, which is not good, because usually I won't get up until 7, and then I have to, I'll help with breakfast or whatever, or watch my son. So I need to force myself to get up earlier, I know. And I just still do, yoga and meditation, and at night, and I do my cold showers at night usually, and if I do Wim Hof breathing. I'd like to move a lot of that to the morning, and also have maybe a shorter night routine. I was for a while. I was doing many meditations a day. When it was nice out, I would do like 3 or 4. I think that, and I've also noticed the more you meditate, man, in a day, the more balanced you're going to be, for sure. I know that. It's just hard. Sometimes it's hard to make time to get those in if you're busy doing other stuff. That's why in the morning, if we can get a morning routine, that's great. But again, if you're super tired and you feel like you need to sleep, you know what I mean, you got to make it a priority almost, and try to get that stuff in at a different time of the day. Yeah, so that's my update. 30 days, gonna keep going, gonna make some videos for you guys. I'll make some videos on all kinds of stuff, guys. I made a video on putting capsules together, but it wasn't up to my standards. It was kind of dark and it was hard to see. So I'll make some videos on some of my raw diet and some of the stuff I'm doing. Some self-care stuff. Cold showers is cool. Dry brushing. All kinds of stuff. So I've been doing some tapping, some EFT tapping, emotional release stuff. Check out those videos if you guys haven't seen it. Some EFT tapping. Tap your meridians or your points, whatever they're called, and you can release emotional trauma and all kinds of stuff, guys. They have a ton of videos. Brad Yates, I think his name is, has a great channel. Some EFT tapping, and that's great. I got to get back into Qigong and Tai Chi. I was gonna try to take a Tai Chi class. Everything's so expensive, guys. It's crazy. I found this Tai Chi class that was said it was $89 annual fee. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cheap. $89 for unlimited Tai Chi classes. Then I clicked on it. It said per month. I'm like, dang, that's that's probably cheap for Tai Chi. I don't know. So I don't know. I got to find ways to get my practices in on a budget, I guess. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going on the detox journey. Take it easy. Keep hitting that raw food. You know what I mean? Keep feeling better and better. So hopefully this summer, so I have more energy to spend with my son and my wife and play outside, because we love to go to the park. That's what it's all about, feeling good. And then eventually you can transfer your experience to others. It's important that if I want to be a detox specialist or a naturopathic doctor one day, that we go through these experiences ourselves, because you can be like, yes, I had all these issues, blah, 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 blah. I mean, a lot of people do, no problem. got on them grapes, got on them juices, knocked them out. I feel a lot better. My eyes, I can't wait till my eyes change color. That's one thing that can happen. There's only blue and brown eyes. I have green. That means I got a lot of stuff blocking me up. You know what I mean? If I can get my hair, I'm not really too worried about my hair growing back. I really don't care. If it does, great. If it doesn't, you know what I mean? I'm still gonna work on it because you gotta work on everything. You gotta clean the gut before you can drain the head, and that's what will help grow the hair back. Hair can change color. I mean, if you were I was a blonde when I was a kid. I've seen people say their hair changed, you know, from brown or whatever to back to blonde, whatever they were when they were a kid. That's what happens when we get clogged up, guys. It's crazy. I mean, think about it. So I got a lot of work to do, but I'm not worried. I'm not mad. I'm not scared. You know, you can't, like Dr. Moore says, you can't have fear. You got to be strong. You know what I mean? Just the body. We know how it works. We know the lymphatic system. We know about detoxification. So I'm excited, if anything, more than anything, to just every day, you just be excited, guys. Just keep yourself motivated. Just every day, if you're struggling and you're thinking about eating some garbage, just be motivated. You know what I mean? Just be like, wow, I'm so excited. Nah, I'm not gonna eat that. That's garbage. Who cares? That's not even food, dude. Okay, I don't care what you're saying. Parasites. Shh. Parasites. Shh. You know what I mean? Be motivated. Motivate yourself. Say, I can't wait to feel. I know I'm gonna feel so much better if I eat clean. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop wanting that food. I'm gonna have more energy. I'm gonna feel way better overall. I'm gonna be able to go outside. I'm gonna be able to exercise a lot more once I get my energy back. So stick with it, guys. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard. There's ups and downs. Don't be hard on yourself. You know, it can take years to get to the point where you're eating all raw. So it takes most people. So just go with it and just keep working at it. Baby steps are better than, you know, nothing. And go, you know what I mean? Progress, not perfection. Remember that, guys. All right. Peace and love.